Reasons why younger women trust older men more, and what they're really looking for. There's something quietly powerful about an older man who walks into a room with calm, measured energy. He doesn't need to speak loudly. He doesn't need to prove anything. And yet the room adjusts to his presence. Younger women often notice this difference without even being able to put it into words. It's not about money. It's not always about looks. It's about how he makes them feel. Safe, seen, and stable. Today we're diving into 7 real reasons why younger women often trust older men more than their peers, and what these women are actually searching for when they gravitate toward maturity. If you're an older man or becoming one, pay attention. These are not tricks, these are truths, and they can change your relationships forever. Number 1. Emotional stability over roller coasters. Younger women are tired of emotional chaos. They've dated guys who blow up over a text not replied to in 5 minutes. They've seen passive-aggressive behavior, ghosting, love bombing, and hot and cold confusion. So when they meet an older man who doesn't overreact, who speaks slowly and responds instead of exploding, that's not just refreshing, it's healing. Older men who have done the work, who've lived through heartbreak, made mistakes, and grown from them, project an emotional calm that younger women find deeply trustworthy. He's not shaken by drama. He knows what matters and what doesn't. And in that stillness, she feels like she can finally relax. Because when a woman feels emotionally safe, she begins to trust. Number 2. Experience brings wisdom, and women are starved for wisdom. Many young women have never had a man in their life who actually teaches them something meaningful. Not condescending, not bragging, but sharing life-earned insight about business, health, relationships, even loss. Older men carry the weight of experience. They've failed and gotten back up. They've learned to pause before reacting. They've seen cycles repeat, and can often predict what's coming because they've lived it before. That wisdom is magnetic. It's not about being a guru, it's about being a grounded guide. When you speak from experience, not ego, younger women lean in. Not because you're older, but because you carry something rare. Clarity in a world full of confusion. Number 3. Older men don't chase. And that's why they're chosen. Most younger men are still chasing. Chasing attention, chasing validation, chasing approval. But older men who've lived long enough start to realize the truth. When you become the right man, you don't have to chase. You attract. That shift in energy is massive. Younger women pick up on it. They notice when a man doesn't beg for their time or blow up their phone. He's not playing hard to get, he's actually busy building a life. He doesn't need her to fill a void, he's open to connection but not desperate for it. And that's why she begins to trust him. Because when a man doesn't need her attention to validate his worth, she can finally relax into something more real, something mutual. Number 4. Older men speak with purpose, not noise. Younger men often talk too much and say too little. There's a constant need to impress, to joke, to keep attention. But an older man, especially one who has cultivated self-awareness, doesn't need verbal fireworks. He knows the power of silence, he knows when to listen. And when he does speak, his words carry weight. That quiet confidence makes a younger woman feel something she rarely experiences: presence. She feels heard. She feels like her words aren't just bouncing off a wall, she's not being interrupted or talked over. In the spaces between the words, trust grows. Older men who can hold a conversation without dominating it make younger women feel seen, not just watched. Number 5. They know themselves. And that's rare. One of the most attractive things about an older man is not just that he knows what he wants, it's that he knows who he is. That's powerful. In a world where so many are still trying to find themselves, an older man who's comfortable in his skin, who's stopped performing for approval, becomes a lighthouse. He's not pretending to be someone. He's not copying trends or chasing a persona. He's real. And in that authenticity, younger women find peace. Because when you trust that a man is being honest with himself, you can trust that he'll be honest with you. And here's the deeper truth. When a man knows himself, he doesn't fear your strength. He welcomes it. That kind of security is irresistible. Number 6. Older men have learned to handle conflict with grace. Fights don't scare older men the way they do younger ones. He's not going to threaten to leave over a disagreement. He won't stonewall or gaslight or block her just to win. He's seen enough to know that relationships require repair, not revenge. When conflict arises, an older man breathes. He asks questions, he listens, and when he's wrong, he says so. That emotional maturity builds deep trust, because trust isn't built in perfect moments. It's built in how you handle the tough ones. And a younger woman, especially one who's experienced betrayal or immaturity, will quickly notice that an older man isn't there to win the argument. He's there to understand, and that makes her feel safe enough to grow with him. Number 7, they offer protection without possession. There's a kind of sacred masculine energy older men can embody, one that protects, not controls, one that leads, not dominates. Younger women are often wary of control. They've had experiences with jealous, insecure men who try to cage them under the name of love. But when they meet an older man who protects their heart, their time, and their emotions without trying to own them, they exhale. It's subtle. It's in the way he walks beside her, not in front of her. It's in the way he gives her freedom but is always there when she needs support. This is protection with respect, and it tells her something profound. You are safe to be fully yourself with me. That's not just attractive, that's soul deep. So what are younger women really looking for when they choose to trust older men? It's not always what the world assumes. It's not just sugar daddies or power plays. At the core, they're searching for something that's becoming rare, mature, masculine energy. They're looking for a man who listens more than he lectures. A man who's been through the fire and didn't come out bitter, but wiser. A man who leads without ego, protects without control, and connects without games. If you're an older man watching this, understand, your age is not a disadvantage. It's your edge if you choose to live with intention. Because in a world of noise, your quiet strength is what she remembers. Your calm presence is what she trusts. And your wisdom, that's what she's been waiting for.